Hi everybody. I got my Harold book, Adventures of Harold and His Friends. Last time I read the first story. Today I'm going to read the second story, Harold and the Purple Crayon, Animals, Animals, Animals. So I brought some animal friends and I'll show them to you during the story. You'll see these as characters in the story. You recognize these animals? Who's here? Who's joining me? Sam and Henry, Zara and Oliver, hi, Samantha and Benny, Hannah and Noah, Kayla and the kids, Mattia and Madeline. I just did a bike ride past your grandma's house. It looks so pretty with the chairs out front that she painted. Zachary, Ari, and Colin, hi. Ben and Lillian, hi. Hi, Ron. Hi, Ron, the reading teacher. I think you're going to like this book today. This is an I Can Read book. It says an I Can Read book. These are books that children can read, and I think Oliver, you could read most of these words. I think you'll like this book. Let's get started. Harold and the Purple Crayon. I'm glad he picked purple. That's one of my favorite colors. That was my mom's favorite color too. Harold couldn't sleep. And so he took out his stuffed animals. Do you have stuffed animals that you sleep with? Zara, I saw all of them lined up on your bed. I'm surprised there's room for you to get into the bed. Harold thought about how much fun animals have. That's true. What animals would I like to be? What animal would I like to be, he wondered. Well, let me ask you, what animal would you like to be? I brought a little stuffed animal here with me. Would you like to be a puppy dog? I'll wait. Just call out your answer. What animal would you like to be? I heard bird, cat. I heard dog. Monkey. Yeah, that's a good one. Harold wanted to find out more about animals. He picked up his purple crayon and set off on an adventure. Okay, come with me. Remember, don't draw on your walls of your house. Just draw on paper. Harold thought, I would like to be big and strong. He took his crayon and he drew an elephant. The elephant dipped its trunk into a bucket of water. Then he sprayed water all around. Ooh, that would feel good right now. I'm so hot. It looked like fun. So Harold drew a hose. But the hose was very wiggly. Harold accidentally sprayed the elephant. How's the elephant look? Do you think he didn't like that? The elephant got all wet. Harold tried to apologize, but the elephant walked away. Doesn't look like he was very happy. I would like to take a long trip. I would like to take long trips, Harold thought. So he drew a camel. Then Harold drew a large backpack full of food. Together, Harold and the camel set off through the desert. Would you like to do that? Whisper to someone next to you, yes or no, and tell them why. Go ahead. I know it would be very hot, and you would get thirsty. As Harold walked, the backpack felt very heavy. Harold was tired. The sun was hot. He drew a lake and a palm tree. Here, Mimi brought a little palm tree too. As Harold rested, a herd of cheetahs ran by. I would like to move really fast, thought Harold. Harold drew a pair of roller skates and raced after the cheetahs. Do you have roller skates? Is that something you could do? Sure. Racing with the cheetahs was fun, but soon Harold was hot again. He wanted to go somewhere cool. Where do you think he's going to go? Harold took his crayon and drew a line up to the sky. He found himself on top of a snow-covered hill. How would that feel? Right, nice and cool. Harold met a group of, penguins. Here they are. They were sliding one by one on their bellies down the slope. I would like to slide down a snowy hill, thought Harold. So he drew a sled. That's handy, isn't it? You just take your crayon and draw whatever you want. Many penguins jumped on with Harold. Soon the sled was full of penguins. The sled sped down the hill. With a crash, Harold and the pumpkins landed in the snow. You think everybody's okay? Sure. Harold was covered with snow. He was cold. He drew a big sun in the sky. Why did he do that? Henry, why did he draw a big sun in the sky? Oliver? Right, to warm him up. Harold was warm again. He drew a jungle. So he started to draw some more trees. Monkeys played on vines. Oh, that looks like fun. I would like to swing, thought Harold. He reached up and grabbed a vine. Soon he was swinging back and forth, just like the monkeys. Would you like to do that? I bet you would. Living the life of the animals had been fun, but Harold liked being himself best. This reminds me of another book. What book does that remind you of? Did somebody say Where the Wild Things Are? Right, that reminded me of Max. Harold took his purple crayon and he drew his bedroom window. Back in his room, Harold pulled up his covers. Here's his bed with his covers. And he hugged Lilac in his arms. So if you have your little stuffed animal, you can hug your stuffed animal. His purple crayon dropped to the floor, and Harold dropped off to sleep. And that's the end of that story. This will give you a clue for the next story. What will Harold get his mother for her birthday? Did you like that story? What did you like about it? You like the animals? You like when the penguins were sliding? Yeah, I like the animals too. That was fun. So you notice he always ends up back in his room at night? So could you write a story? Could you write a story about you and Harold and a purple crayon? And what animals would you like to include in your story? And where would you go? Will it be hot or cold? Well, write me all about it. Give me some good details and draw me some great pictures. Can't wait. Hope you enjoyed the story about Harold. Bye. See you next time.